Now we discuss about vapor pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute means a substance which does not undergo evaporation. Volatile substances means a substance which undergo evaporation easily. For example, glucose, fructose, these are considered as sodium chloride, these are considered as non-volatile substances. Petrol, ether, these are considered as volatile substances because they undergo evaporation easily because their boiling point is less than room temperature. So before going to explain this topic, we should revise just what is vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by vapor when it is in equilibrium with the surface of the liquid is called vapor pressure. For example, if you take water in closed vessel, this is surface layer, these are inner layers. Initially, the molecules which are present on surface of the layer undergo evaporation. After that, the molecules which are below the surface layer undergo evaporation. This is the phenomenon takes place during evaporation. If you add solute to this water, then solution is formed. After forming solution, the attraction between solute and solvent increases. That solute occupies surface of the water and that spreads over all the liquid. Because of all these reasons, the solvent molecules which cannot undergo evaporation easily. If you don't add any solute to solvent, that solvent can undergo evaporation easily. But after adding solute to solvent, because of attractions, that solvent molecules, that means all the solvent molecules on the present of the surface of the liquid cannot undergo evaporation easily. So because of these reasons, we can say that the vapor pressure of solution is less than vapor pressure of solvent. So this is very important point. Vapor pressure of solution is always less than vapor pressure of solvent. So vapor pressure of solution is represented by Ps and vapor pressure of solvent is represented by P naught. I repeat once again. If we don't add any solute to solvent, the solvent molecules can undergo evaporation easily. Initially, the molecules which are present on the surface of the liquid undergo evaporation. After that, the molecules which are below present the surface of the liquid undergo evaporation. But if you add solute to solvent, solution is formed. After forming solution, the attraction between solute and solvent increases, and that too some solute molecules occupy surface of the solvent molecules. Because of all these reasons, all solvent molecules cannot undergo evaporation easily. So because of from all these reasons, we can say that vapor pressure of solution is less than vapor pressure of solvent. Vapor pressure of solution is represented by Ps and vapor pressure of solvent is represented by P naught. So P naught is always greater than Ps. Next, one more point, that is lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure means the difference between vapor pressure of solvent and vapor pressure of solution is called lowering of vapor pressure. This is very important bit for one more question. The difference between vapor pressure of solvent and vapor pressure of solution is called lowering of vapor pressure. Mathematically, it can be represented as P naught minus Ps. And one more definition, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. That is, the definition is the ratio of, this is lowering of vapor pressure, that is P naught minus Ps. The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to vapor pressure of pure solvent is called relative lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure means P naught minus Ps. Relative lowering of vapor pressure means P naught minus Ps by P naught. Here one point is there. If you add solute to solvent, the vapor pressure of solution decreases. Suppose before adding solute to solvent, let us assume the vapor pressure of water, that is vapor pressure of solvent is, let us assume 25 for example 25 mmHg for example. After adding 10 grams of NaCl, then its vapor pressure decreases. Definitely it is less than 25 mmHg. If you add 20 grams of NaCl, again that vapor pressure of solution decreases. That means if amount increases, that means number of particles also increases. If number of particles increases, the vapor pressure of solution decreases. That means Ps value decreases. But if Ps value decreases, P naught minus Ps value increases, because this is fixed value. When this value undergo decreases, this but total value increases. That means total value means P naught minus Ps value increases. That means lowering of vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure both are increases. So conclusion is, as number of particles increases, lowering of vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure also increases. So this is about vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute.